Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, all that they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's Susu, but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like, yeah, it goes like, yeah, I got all my idols sliding in my DMs. They got me dead cause they said that I'm killing it. Started out with drugs and hunting season. Now I got my metal up like a kid again. Wasn't trying to make it, then I went and made it. Then I made a song about and they played it. Dang, it's been a good run for a lucky redneck, but I still got a box to check. Cause everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's Susu, but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like, yeah, it goes like, I just met a kid with it in his left. He just took a pic, said my said he witnessed me for Halloween, and when he did, everybody at the party sang, my town smaller than your town. Damn y'all, what the hell is my life now? It's like how everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's Susu, but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like, yeah, it goes like, yeah, it goes like, that's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living, nah, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bonds with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a doubt, I've been around. Yeah, everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bonds with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa. And all them upper cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' approach the dog with the gotta get my and I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, I Slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else, and we all know maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. At the roof of the church, preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Landover. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. At their own 35-yard line. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Like, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Flush to his right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They get Bushy on the connection. First down, KC.
It's a gain of 20. And the first down, Chiefs.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Third and 5. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5 yards.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points. Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
They go three tight ends here on first and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get forward for a fumble. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. Give him 14 yards on the keeper and a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. His 4th TD grab of the season. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. See if that comes back to bite them a bit later on in this one. As for now, it remains a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here's carry number 1 for Rachaad White. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Second down, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Liking 18.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with the pressure gets there. Down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. Lots of space past the 45. And he'll be taken down. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1. At the
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Mahomes going to look to run with this one. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Yellow.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
The 2-yard line. A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
The backfield empty here for third and 2. Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up fourth and goal.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on fourth down.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal.
It's a turnover on
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Purple 80. 60 boxes. 60.
The drive begins with a run by White. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
70 Timberwolves.
Daniels to throw on second down. Swing this one out to White. Third and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up third down
Mustang
and
19.
9. Check.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. Hey, smash. 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll try against the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
Now a run on first down. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a
It's
couple.
a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2.
34-yard line.
They've got it second down and 12 to go. Throwing is Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 33 yards.
Kansas City.
They'll go with fighting for the goal line. He lost the football, and it's out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. Forced to his right. That is hot. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Chiefs extend their advantage to 13-0.
Commanders, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes White. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
Ready?
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Moving to his right. Oh, trying to fit it back in the middle of the field. Can't do that. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. First down throw, Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. And a nice return will set them up in good field position right at midfield.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
60 Cowboys!
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1.
Come on, set!
They'll run over center with White, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
Johnny Lions!
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go!
On 1st down, right back to White. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. you become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Washington.
Here we go. 19 Lions. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Cowboy 80.
Up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Warriors 70. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Out to his right. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Let go.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Drive will start on the ground. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready to work. Throws for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Mahomes back. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Here's Mahomes. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of down.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes White. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Get it.
Daniels now on first down. Short one there to his tight end, Fan. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Makes it third
and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll find his running back, White. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Chop 60, chop 60. Ready?
On first and 10, here's Daniels. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. That is George Karlaftis into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing now, Daniel. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. He's got it! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Now Daniels. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively.
Let's go now.
Trent McDuffie.
70 Lions. Hut, hut.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And after that last score, they want it back right away. A rare first half onside kick. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let go.
They'll start this on the ground. Here's White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
Ready.
Here's a give up the middle with White, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
45-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 9.
Let's go.
Now a give, but here comes the reverse. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Ready.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. Oh, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Zaven Collins. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play that make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
19.
For the 2-point conversion.
Throwing is Daniel. That'll be caught, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him.
Big opening up the middle. 20, 15. And he will score. Touchdown, KC. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Commanders come up with it. He's inside the 40, inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. It's a fumble return for 2 points for the defense.
Commanders 16.
kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays.
ready?
I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, they've got to find a way to connect.
Ready.
Shotgun snap and a give to White. He'll get him behind his blockers. Get forward for a pickup of 3. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Tag. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. On the run to the right. He'll try to run for it.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. I tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
They'll run out of the gun. This is White. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Hey. Get up.
They'll go again with White. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mustang 19. 19, Tiger 19. Cub 19. Cub 19. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Moving outside the pocket. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Jay Lyons. Seven Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, right?
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, it's White. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
4 yards.
20-yard pickup there. Good for a Commanders first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 by 79 Broncos.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Swing this one out to White, and they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's another Washington Commanders.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard
Ready,
line.
go.
They'll throw with Daniel. To the pylon, he's in. Rashad White, touchdown Commanders. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now Daniels and the Commanders offense going to go for 2.
Line up for the
70,
two-point
get my
conversion.
wolf. Warrior 70. Hup.
Even in the air, here's Daniels. That is hot, and they get the 2-point conversion.
26. Commanders.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
DC run.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's Zaven Collins on the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Forced out wide. He runs with it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Second and inches. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he's got it. First down, a pickup of 4.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Second down, Jackson. Open man downfield, it's Rice. close to a touchdown. They mark them just shy of the goal line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. So now then, first and goal from the 1. They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes White. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Coach.
On first down, Daniel. That's caught. That's Lane. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's first and 10.
Commanders, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready?
To throw is this. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Go! 70 Timberwolf. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready,
Now they'll set up to throw. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, they are picking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Let's go now. Dragon 60.
2-point conversion.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on a 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So it is back to a 1-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is met and dropped. couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Jackson now on second down. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. They get 22 yards there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll try to sneak it here. Oh, a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. They will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box.